President Trump is up and posting this morning and targeting Harvard University once again, accusing the school of teaching quote-unquote hate and stupidity in a new social media post and saying that the school should no longer receive any federal funds. He's already threatened to pull Harvard's or try to pull Harvard's tax-exempt status and instead tax the school as a political entity. But the Ivy League institution so far not budging and standing up against the Trump administration's sweeping demands for policy changes and government oversight. CNN's Kara Scannell is here with much more. It's day to day there seems to be another development in how this kind of standoff is going. What more are you hearing? What more is the White House saying?
So we heard more about, yesterday Trump focusing in on another pressure point, potentially revoking their tax-exempt status. And the White House press secretary yesterday during the briefing also was focusing in on the size of Harvard's endowment. They have more than $50 billion. Here's more of what she said.
More than $2 billion out the door to Harvard when they have a more than $50 billion endowment. Why are the American taxpayers subsidizing a university that has billions of dollars in the bank already? And we certainly should not be funding a place where such grave anti-Semitism exists.
Now, the thing about the endowments is that the donations come in, but a lot of them are legally earmarked for specific things, including academic programs, scholarships, and faculty positions. So, according to the universities, a number of them have filed sworn affidavits in different court cases. They said that they can't just easily pull this money away, and it's meant to fulfill the school's funding for years and years to come. They only use about 5% of it a year, so it's not quite that simple. I mean, we did see, though, we haven't seen any further reaction from Harvard, nothing more that they have said, but we have seen other leaders at other schools stand up and stand alongside Harvard. We saw statements from Stanford's president out there saying that they stood with Harvard, Princeton University, and even Columbia, where they have had $400 million of their funding frozen, and they're in this negotiation with the White House to try to sort it out. Their acting president came out yesterday saying, that they would make some changes, but they weren't going to go as far as things that would go against the principles of higher education.
It is interesting because that's part of the question is like Harvard taking the stand. Is that the turning point in what it's seen when you look at the law firms that had been bowing to the pressure of the administration and somewhat Columbia and saying that they were going to work with the administration on this in order to secure their funding? Does what Harvard has now, now what Harvard has done, does that mark a turning point? We'll see in the next couple days, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's what everyone's talking about. We saw a lot of the law firms capitulate, and now the question is Harvard here going to be the turning point in a lot of these different areas, these different industries that Trump is focusing on?
Yeah, it's great to see you, Kara. Thank you so much.